मैम YouTube लाइव शुरू हो
Hello.
गई।
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. With a great honor and pleasure, I welcome you all on this auspicious occasion of the Alumni Connect program of the College of Law, IIMT University. So, today we have our alumni, our guest, Mr. Sudhanshu Singh, who have done his LLM from the College of Law, IIMT University. So, Sudhanshu, I welcome you. Welcome, Sudhanshu, and thank you so much to give your presence from your busy schedule.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So first of all, let me introduce Sudhanshu. Actually, Sudhanshu has done his LLM from the 2020 to 2022 batch from the College of Law, IIMT University. And of course, our today's speaker has several years of experience advising clients globally on the different aspects of legal industry for various segments of the corporate clients. He himself played a pivotal role in setting up a full-service law firm in Dubai, UAE, during the most difficult phase of the COVID, where companies were struggling for the survival. The firm has since expanded by 300% and opened 2 new offices in the UAE. Before entering into the venture, he was associated with a local Arabic law firm and another international law firm headquarters in North America. He is very well placed to advise the corporate and MNCs operating during of India as well as UAE, especially to those which are owned by the Indians and have dealings with Indian entities, as he has knowledge and expertise of both of these jurisdictions. Be it advise the legal opinion, drafting, vetting of the contract of any kind of commercial dispute. Sudhanshu is well versed with all of the aspects, including its end-to-end executions. He is a member in good standing with bar councils in India and UAE and practice in different jurisdictions. Sudhanshu holds master degree in various specializations like management, human rights, and IT apart from the law. He has attended various international conferences, seminars, and spoken on various topics, including issues like labor and employment dispute in Dubai, wills and inheritance planning litigation in UAE, and many more. Sudhanshu has numerous certifications in IT and law and has undergone special training for AML, tax, real estate, law, FDI, arbitrations, and new age in tax laws, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and to name a few. So, Sudhanshu has practical experience of handling disputes in both common law and civil law systems like India, UK, US, Europe, Singapore, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and other nations, and many more. He has handled many high-stake transactions dispute and arbitration matters in DIFC and LCIA. Over the years, he has developed expertise in handling complex criminal matters involving international borders, including white-collar crimes. So, Sudhanshu, first of all, welcome.
Thank you again, ma'am.
And thank you so much. You have given a time for your busy schedule to enlighten our students.
My pleasure.
So I have few questions for you. So
Please.
the first of all, although I have introduced yourself in a precise way, as according to my opinion. So tell me first about your basic education.
So I did my initial schooling from KB Sangathan, and then I moved to Delhi, and I did my multiple bachelor's and master's from there. Initially, I had keen interest in IT and technology part, and I did double masters in IT as well. But later on, I decided to move into legal industry.
So Sudhanshu, can you just tell me, you have done management, you have done engineering. Why did you choose law as a career?
So when I moved into higher management side of the firms where I was working, I saw that there is a deep, multi-jurisdictional aspect. India was growing as well. and I got opportunity to work with quite a number of foreign clients and foreign entities as well. And I saw that when you are working into a particular industry, let's say IT or something, you develop yourself only in that particular segment, and your mindset is little bit restricted. I mean, without any prejudice and without disrespecting the IT professional, because I myself worked into IT and technology before. But when you work into legal industry, you really develop yourself into multifaceted directions, and you develop your personality as well, apart from working as a legal professional or working as a lawyer.
Okay. You have doing a job in a law firm in Dubai, right? So
Right.
can you just tell me what kind of difference you got found in national level or international level?
So currently, I'm associated with this law firm as a senior partner. I started working as an associate and then moved on to senior associate, senior consultant, and then I got this opportunity to start this firm with another partner over there. In terms of difference between India and UAE, I mean, Dubai is one of the Emirates of UAE. It's huge difference in terms of basics as well. India is a common law jurisdiction. UAE is predominantly a civil law system and civil law jurisdiction. The trial procedure is quite different. The submissions are quite different. The length of the litigation of the whole court process is quite simplified and straightforward. Here we take a lot of time, many years. There, most of the cases get resolved within 1 to 2 years of time, except some high stake cases or where foreign entities or semi-government governments are involved. Except those conditions as special cases, all other cases get resolved very quickly. The in terms of procedure as well, it's different and little complex as well, because you have seen Indian system works in a different way. You are little relaxed and nothing happens much in one or two or couple of hearings to say. But if you skip one single hearing in UAE, it can cost you a lot in terms of law firm or lawyer as well, and in terms of the result or the outcome of the case as well. Again, you do most of the submissions in India in the lower courts in the regional languages or Hindi, if I take Delhi and UP states like this. But in UAE, all the submissions, right from the lower courts till the Supreme Court, which we call it as Cassation Court in UAE, all these submissions are done in Arabic. Most of the pleadings are done in Arabic. I mean, not most, all of the pleadings are done in Arabic, except when the clients or the litigants or the defendants, they can't speak English, then they get some kind of translator or help. But nonetheless, it's predominantly Arabic system, and everything is done in Arabic. So vastly different than Indian system.
So being an Indian, what kind of challenges you have faced in abroad? Can you just please share your thoughts, your experiences with our students?
So being an Indian, not only there are challenges, but you have opportunities as well, because the UAE population is comprised of more than 40% of Indians, and some of the big incorporations or the business houses are owned by Indians only. So being an Indian, you get preference dealing with those Indian owners as well, or even if it's a MNC and it is headed, the UAE or the Dubai branch is headed by an Indian, you always have an added advantage. But when you say the challenges part, the first and the foremost challenge will come is the difference of the jurisdiction, difference of the process, difference of the legal system. You have to refresh everything. You have to almost study all of the books which you have studied in law, because the courts are different. The system is different, the legislation is different, the interpretation is different, the implementation is different. So there are quite a number of challenges, and the biggest challenge which will come is the language barrier as well, because everything is written and drafted and construed and understood in Arabic. So you really have to understand the essence which the code or the law wants to reflect in terms of UA jurisdiction. It's not like you go by the literal meaning. You read something in English and you understand quite easily, but when you read something, the translated version of the Arabic legislation, it's not always the same, and it does not give you always the exact sense which you are getting in the first place. So at times it's quite challenging, and it can cost you a lot as well if you haven't understood the proper meaning of the code or the legislation.
So, Sudhanshu, generally in India, the student who has done law, they will choose judiciary, they will choose litigation. So, can you just tell me that to join a law firm in India or outside the India, can like it's a opportunity or judiciary is better than the law firm concept? Generally,
See,
it is a myth in Indian in the mind of Indian student, basically.
there is no right hand thumb rule or straight jacket formula which I can give at this platform.
Am I audible?
It has its own benefits, advantages and disadvantages.
Sudhanshu, am I audible?
Yes. Am I audible? So I'll continue assuming that so it has advantages and disadvantages both. When you move to a foreign nation or country and you see a different jurisdiction, you actually get insights of that jurisdiction as well and the procedure, and you have the opportunity to have a different view as well. You know, when you work into a particular setup and you continue working in that setup as well, and day in day out you are struggling with your, whether you are in-house counsel or working in a law firm, you are struggling with your own work, you do not have much opportunity to look into other jurisdictions or the other legal systems, how it works, what are their advantages and disadvantages. But when you move into another jurisdiction and you get this opportunity to work and to experience those jurisdictions and processes as well, you actually get some insight and features of those jurisdictions. And then when you try to come back, I mean, it's not essential that you come back, but since it's predominantly civil law system, you have some restrictions of representing your clients in different courts and forums as well. Most of the advocates or the lawyers, after getting some experience, hands-on experience, either they move into the corporate practice or international practice, or they try to come back to India or their home country once again if they have got their education from common law system. So on one hand it's advantage, but when you try to come back, you lose those many years as well which you have spent overseas, and then you feel that you are lacking somewhere, or maybe your colleagues have advanced to a different level where you left off when you moved to abroad from India.
Okay, so Sudhanshu, a student has asking a questions to you that being a newcomer, what kind of advice or what kind of tips would you like to give them to join the law firm on international level, basically?
So first and foremost, they should really make their mind that they actually want to go to UAE or any foreign nation, and what actually they want to achieve from going there. It should be a well thought plan that why they want to go and experience, or why they want to go and study from a foreign land. It should not be just you know, they saw their friends, colleagues or seniors, or they heard someone going there, and when they came back they were quite successful. It's not same for everyone. So they should have a clear mindset and plan that why they want to do what they want to do. The first thing, if they actually want to go to UAE or let's say London, they should understand the legislation. They should know the procedure of getting themselves registered in those jurisdictions as well, and they should know the process steps and how many years they will have to really struggle during their initial period. Because we all know that even if you are graduated from a good university or college in India as well, not everyone gets similar kind of placements, and then you as an intern or you as a newcomer, you have some struggling period in India as well. So the same will be there in abroad as well, minus the fact that you are not residing in your home country. You do not have this liberty of staying in your home, and even if you're not getting enough salary or stipend, you can still survive. But in foreign countries, the cost of living is quite high. You have to cope up with the culture, you have to cope up with not having your family and friends around you, you have to cope up with this fact that the food culture is different, the religion is different, could be festivals are different, could be your personality may not match with the surroundings. So you have a lot of other social problems apart from career or professional problems. So it's not only that you will be very successful if you overlook these factors, because these are day in day out. You spend only 8 to 10 hours in office most of the times, except some exceptional conditions, and you spend the rest of the time in your social life. So if your social life is not stable, you cannot really think about having a successful or average, even average professional life in those countries.
Okay, Sudhanshu, not to taking so much time of you, uh, a last message would you like to convey to the newcomers in the legal profession?
Sorry, could you please repeat that for me?
Is there any special message from your side to our newcomer student in the legal profession?
Uh, I'm I do not have that much of experience that I can really give a kind of message or a recommendation. But what I can say from my personal experience, that legal ethics is a subject which we overlook, and take as a student, we take it very lightly, whether it's a bachelor's course or master's course. But I've seen that if you really want to be successful in any jurisdiction or in any legal practice or any side or the field specialization of the legal industry, if you have actually understood the legal ethics and the sense of it, and you follow it properly, and you think in the best interest of clients, society, and the court, then it's one of the biggest formula that you will be successful at some point of time. Hello.
Yeah, audible.
That's all
Okay, so
I can say.
okay, Sudhanshu, thank you so much. So now the term of audience. If any student want to ask any kind of questions to Sudhanshu, that they can
At the end of the session or now?
right now. Any questions are there? One of our students are asking that what is the difference between the LLB and management? You have done both the degrees, management and laws. So they want to ask that what kind of difference you have found between the two kind of studies.
See, it's vastly
Hello,
different in
Sudhanshu,
management.
am I audible?
Yes, it's vastly different because LLB or LLM is altogether a degree which will help you getting enrolled and start your legal career. How, and on the other side, the management is something which can only which will not only help you in the legal industry, but it will help you in any industry wherever you are working. So if you're doing your management course, you need to have this flair and idea that you'll be at some point of time you will have responsibility of handling bigger corporates, or let's say you want to develop your creative side of it, and you want to bring some changes how the corporate works. So if you have these kind of interests, you can go for management. But if you have a mindset to become a lawyer and advocate, then it should be very clear from the onset that you really want to become an advocate and practice in the legal industry, or you want to work in-house counsel as a lawyer, because these are, I mean, completely different. There is no similarity, and one cannot say that it's a overlapping interest. uh, if someone has really an overlapping interest, it would be a exceptional condition. But someone who wants to do management and someone who wants to do law, they'll be clear from the onset, maybe just after they are doing their plus two.
Thank you, Sudhanshu. Thank you so much. Uh, Thank you for the enlightened our students and give them a path to join the different opportunities in the career as a career in the law field. So in the last but not the least, I would like to invite Dr. Rajveer sir for the vote of thanks. And thanks again, Sudhanshu,
My
for
pleasure.
joining us.
Thank you, Sudhanshu, for coming and joining us, giving us the precious time. I hope and expect from you, especially that you will, whenever we are required, you will with us and share your views again and in future also. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. My pleasure.
Thank you, Sudhanshu.
Sorry.